Hello, replay viewer. Thank you for connecting. I am Ami, broadcasting from Far East Japan. I have a Monday here in Far East Japan. So this particular Monday, actually the August 15th, is one of those annual Memorial Day for this country. The World War II ended, and also the period of the spirit homecoming. So the ancestor is visiting home after went to the other side. So this is the season for spiritual homecoming season, and this particular weekend is one of them. So basically, it's kind of holiday-ish flow here, and this is the week to getting into the second half of the month of August. Isn't this fast or slow or whatever that you feel? As I feel, it's strange that feel pretty quick tempo, but on the other hand, I feel very slow activity accomplishment. Maybe I need some awareness adjustment. How about you? So here is our Monday to remind our personal power to think better, feel better, and being better for our conscious creation using the reliable information, which is one of my favorite mind body makeover cards provided by Dr. Mona Lisa Schultz. And this is the card to share the idea of what the way we think influence our physical body and then emotion also. So what's the healthy way of using emotions and mind to think about, feel about, and to be in and to create the life? And what's the unhealthy way of perceiving, feeling, acting, digesting information? So when we change the way we think, and then feeding would be also changed, reflected, and then also to the physical body. Each 7 energy center that physical organs and then also part of our body is related to a particular way to connect our thought, and emotion brings information to how we're going to use the information for healthy creation. So this is an opportunity to scan our default way of perceiving. The perception is unique to each one of us based on our life unique experience. So scanning the way how we're going to perceive particular information, the situation, and then ask ourselves that is this the healthy way of perceiving, or is there any other way of perceiving, or oh, my way of connecting is pretty healthy, or well, this could be adjustable. So this is the opportunity to get to learn about your own way of thinking, default system, perception, the way of connecting, and learn about both healthy, unhealthy way of thinking using the information. So then we can use the personal power to choose, always choose consciously. That's the 5% of subconscious and conscious, most of the 95%. So let us use that 5% wisely to help us create what close to the heart of matter, what we would like to experience as a goal, wishes as your new reality. So it comes down to the getting to know what would make you feel excited in a healthy way? What your goals, wishes, that destination for the next step, next phase journey? That is actually pretty important. So here, I know it's pretty early today. Come here. So let's just get going with that. So excuse me for regulars that I'm pretty early here, and then I may come here a little earlier than this time frame because yeah, for the season. So thank you for connecting with the replay. I truly appreciate that. This is the card for our reminder this week for all of us. Living in society, the fourth energy center, which is the heart chakra, color green, about oneness, love, sharing, nurturing, compassion, forgiving. That's the energy center. And in conjunction with the society, that as a human being we need to be part of the society. We cannot be just by ourselves in a mountainside living alone. No, it's not happening as a human species. So being part of that society, and on top of that, the society now we are being part of is very complex compared to 200 years ago or more 1,000 years ago. I suppose their life back then is a lot simpler than the current civilized society. So here's the we need to be part of the society. I'm telling myself, laughing at myself, that it really need to be part of society. So here's healthy thought is I can be strong and successful and at the same time have colleagues and collaborators. There is enough abundance for everyone to survive and thrive. I can be strong and successful and at the same time have colleagues and collaborators. There is enough abundance for everyone to survive and thrive. That's healthy thought. Unhealthy thought is we live in the jungle. Only the strong survive. We live in the jungle. Only the strong survive. This is about the coexistence, co-creation versus competition, the win-lose, Yeah, I'm basically kind of allergic to competitive competitions and compete one another. Finding some coexisting way to create, and that was kind of the challenge that I had when I used to work for corporations and in an ad agency I was with, and to compete account for a one particular client pitch. And then we came up with the strategies and the how the competitor might come up with and competing to win that account. That's a business competition. But my plan that I always came up with as a strategist is to find in everyone get the potions and no need to compete. So that would give client service always a headache because they like my plan, but it's not so competitive. It's like coexisting kind of plan. But anyhow, so but the competition on the other hand, there is a benefit of it because there's only one kind of service, and then that is actually a real issue, that government only providing that with the one person's power or one organization's power controls everything, and we have no choice to choose for others, and then the service is going to be not so excellent. It's very difficult to catch up with the excellence. So then having the competitive organizations or existing that type of competition gives more opportunity to create better, beating that too. That's a benefit of competing. Let's say the sports, for example, like having other person who is in the similar level allow us to grow more, right? The run faster, um, jump higher, so to speak. But if there's no one doing it, and then it's very hard to just to become evolve or become better. So, however, that we live in a jungle, only the strong survive. That one of these economical analysis says that very few percent of people who hold the economical portion, the large portion among totality. So that's it's kind of unhealthy, I suppose. So let's check what Dr. Mona Lisa needs to add on this. Living in Society, Fourth Energy Center. Living in Society, Fourth Energy Center, page 74. Okay, so here we go. Living in society helps us feel safe and secure and give us a sense of belonging. Living an isolated existence isn't good for our health. The stress of moving through life without support and companionship increases our chance of developing heart disease, literally heart, the fourth energy center disease, cancer, and depression. Feeding heart connection. We need connection and love, and we need one another. That's what the heart energy center. If we don't trust the people around us, our body is constantly keen up, anticipating an attack. The adrenal gland secrete cortisols and epinephrine, which puts our body on red alert. Unrelenting elevated level of cortisol and epinephrine cause exhaustion, inflammation, and mini brush fires in the mind body. If we think that people around us are potential adversities, then ruthless competitors, then we are living in an unhealthy state of constant fear. Rather than being adversaries, others may be able to give us input and information that would not necessarily occur to us alone. So how you're gonna use the competition, that's up to us. And without competition is unhealthy, and it's really need companionship, and then use that competition for healthy growth for own first, and then embody others do the same is the healthy balance. It's like a both is needed to support one another in order to support our healthy own growth. That's what it is. So again, that healthy thought is I can be strong and successful, and at the same time have colleagues and collaborators. There is enough abundance for everyone to survive and thrive. Not only you are the strong person and then everybody else lose. No, we can have a collaborators, colleagues to achieve own goal as a team. So it comes down to, it's good to know if we are working with a team, and if you are a team leader or leading the circle, and knowing each of our goals through the teamwork is really helpful. So then we can help one another to achieve individual goals with the involving the same project to as an collaborator or team player to do the thing, because we have a different quality and capability. It is diversity is the power, right? So no need to compete in it, but maybe to come up with some idea to feed everybody needs. That's the winning team, if this reminds me that when I used to be a part of the team that whose leader is leading and everybody else is following exactly what the leader says, and the particular leader is the loudest person in the crowd, and then people are just doing because it's the job, that's what they get the paycheck. That is not healthy dynamic. It's just one person's idea to create everybody's two hands just following exactly what this person says. So it can be replaceable if this person's idea is embodied. That is very weak. However, being open to everybody's idea and clear the goal and then co-create as in a team, it takes sometimes more discussions and more time and effort and agreement, disagreement, and it's so frustrating during this process. But at the end of the day, achieve amazing, unexpected result sometimes, and if it not, then we continue to work on that. But yeah, it's I recall back in those days, it's about how you're going to use the resource and to achieve own goals, and then also to co-work with others and wish their success at the same time. That is coming back as an energy return system, so the competition would be the same for our own benefit, and to respect and wish for the best for others at the same time. Again, unhealthy thought. We live in the jungle. Only the strong survive. So this popping up in my mind that other animals living in Africa, for example, like savanna, and always the strong get survive and weak is losing life. That's part of nature. However, these animals is only kill the weak to survive, and not just for killing others to destroy that species, as some species does, like an unhealthy ego, get everything for own and then kill everything. It's like a territorian, and then just to invading perhaps. But the animals in Africa, like a savanna, that nature of the life and to survive and thrive, we of course need the food to sustain life so that we can become a food sometimes. But there is a life to maintain. It's the harmonious balance is there, you know. So appreciate the life from others, anything like a plants, fish, food, um, to sustain that in the physical way. And then everything else is the same. It's just appreciate that and thrive and survive. Coexist. So that's the reminder for this week for all of us. So the last week we had the special full moon. That's something related to what we studied there in this end of 2020 is good to be review and refresh and then recommit and shift to create with better alignment for welcoming experience to be here now. And this is a reminder as on a flow that create the goals or wishes to ego center, to healthy ego to go after, but wish for others the same. Not just putting the competitor aside and then own idea or own win is taking all over. That could be a lose at the end if we cannot sustain that harmonious balance. So again, that always good to be reminded the self-love first and boosting self-esteem, self-value, and then respect others the same to get energy return system in this oneness. And then in conjunction with this particular day is the spirit, ancestor spirit homecoming in this country that went to the other side, spirit, the human being, still alive in our memories and their work or their creation in when they're in the physical body. Even including that, no longer in the physical body, they are there, they are here, you know, in the oneness. And over the weekend was it quite interesting information came to me that the idea of forgiveness and unable to forgive, and people choose to revenge, you know, to hurting others because of that rage, right? And there's a shrine, some sort of like a mountainside shrine. It's pretty famous in some region in this country that people go up there and to act out for that rage as in a ritual. It's that place is famous for that. And then people go up in the mountain on the trees and then just nails into whatever that you like to curse that particular person. And it's been long enough to pass out that carry over to that type of ritual in a negative way, like a dark side. And at the end of the day, nowadays, that shrine master go up there and to pray for that, cleansing the energy, to take that out of this negative energy. And these people who've done that ritual get hurt because of the energy return system, when you put it out and then when you get it back. So it's about the forgiveness and rage, and this action is creating, I think it's only the human being perhaps, that to initiating that from unable to walk on own emotions, and then we get back as we put that out. So it's the lessons that everything is like that. So we got to know our emotions and a peaceful way to dissolve, heal that matter causing us a rage. And that's actually putting our own throat even to the special place to do the ritual, but the same as the universal energy return system, we are living in part of that system. So forgiveness is one of the hardest lessons for me also, to deal with the rage, or to forgive, is actually forgive himself that allow that to happen. So we use our own power to change the way that we hold ourselves, treat ourselves, learning from that exciting, negative, exciting experience that brought us that rage and more than our experience. And that became an opportunity perhaps for us to become more gentle, more loving, more caring person if we use that experience as a tool for evolving for our better aim. Well, thank you for joining. I came here pretty early as a regular schedule, so thank you for joining with replay and leaving the heart and the tweet sum up from YouTube. I truly appreciate that. I feel connected and supported and doing that. So this week we are living in a society with the heart open and allow competitors compete for healthy growth for one another, work, co-create for your own goals, and ideally to finding the golden route to find the excitement goal for your collaborator, co-creator to achieve, thrive. That's the reminder. Okay, well, thank you for joining. This is our Monday weekly reminder of the personal power. And please follow me on Twitter or YouTube, Twitch if you have an account and convenient over there, at Ami Max Joy. Ami, AMI Max Joy. You can search that and it's pretty much you find it. Find me doing the video archive. And please subscribe me if you haven't done it on YouTube. I truly appreciate, because I don't advertise and I don't promote my work. And I think if you can share and to your followers, you are like-minded, that would be helpful. True connection that we can connect for whom feeling useful, feeling mutual. Unless otherwise, there's so many informations and so many new things come and go and happening. It just feels like so limited time. So just a weekly reminder to connect yourself, taking the time together to connect ourselves and remind and then adjust to build the mind muscle. That's what I am doing, and this is for myself and then for my friends and like-minded who met through the Periscope apps and Twitter, YouTube, not much YouTube, Instagram. So please share, and let's get rhythm going, because I've been using this card to reminding myself since 2005. I met Dr. Mona Lisa through the workshop that my teacher of practical intuition, Laura Day, introduced her friend Dr. Mona Lisa at boot camp summer training in California, Big Sur at the Esalen Institute. Since then, that I am using this as an reliable information to rewriting the neural pathway to a healthier way. Before that, I have no idea what's the way we think is healthy or unhealthy. I didn't even pay attention for that. And then I had a physical issue, then started to pay attention and to, for whatever that heals my body, right? Desperation of the information. And this is one of the tools. And many books and modality came through me, came and go. But this, I still use it because it's simple, it's fun, can pray with friends, and reminding constantly in a fun way is real power. Just like work out, to keep up the healthy mind with the least effort, like effortless almost, to have fun and connect. So that's what I'm doing here, and I know that I'm not the only one getting the benefit of this. So, and then the way I think transformed amazingly without paying much attention, but reconnecting the people who I used to connect with. And then I was listening, wow, how unhealthy the way they talk about it and perceive about it and discuss about it was like, ooh. And then I realized that, wow, my way of perceiving it just changed, shifted in a healthy way. I did it, and then from there, that my body has been more better connection to my conscious awareness. Let's say that way. So I became more better relator to my own physical body. So that's good too. So yeah, so it's like it's a result proven way to do it, repeating. So hope you are having some benefit. It's not the one-day project, so that's why I am suggesting you to just connect and follow me, and to remind, because we are enough, and you are the most important person in your life, and you deserve to get your attention more than ever, and to learn about your own needs. You must be the most knowledgeable person about you. So yeah, that's you deserve that time to take for yourself. And then occasionally I offer the energy scan. If you like, I pick the card personally and give you an energy scan to come up with some reminder might be helpful for this week or the next step. So please feel free to ask me if you like to get the energy scan. Energy scan is quite different from intuitive energy reading. Reading is more like precisely predicting or specifics. But I just scan your energy and come up with some reminder might be helpful for bedtime. So yeah, that's what I provide for free as a community service. So please come join me and connect with me if you are able to in the time zone. The time is Monday, my time, Far East Japan, now time around evening. I came here a little earlier. So the US Canada, late night, late Sunday night, or early Monday morning. And then I come here for Wednesday, sharing the cultural wisdom with energy word, key word, help to identify non-physical energy as a tool. So once we become aware of it, we can use it for bedtime as a tool word and relate as a tool. And that's a Japanese cultural wisdom. So you may find some new idea that help you become more aware of what you noticing for your own better creation. So that's the Wednesday. So please share with your friends, followers, and leave the heart with. I truly appreciate. Let's do it together. Okay, well, thank you so much. You have a wonderful night and day and week. I see you when I see you. Bye.